Happy Halloween, everyone. Dylan here, doing a video on Halloween. Two Halloween videos. I am a male Harley Quinn, my version of it anyways. This is what I wore to Comic-Con. Looked better then, my hair's a mess, and I can't do my own makeup. But I'm bringing you guys the review of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 8. The main title, the main series. This one, what a great issue with a nice ending. The story's not over, but it was a really cool ending here. So it opens with Bulk and Skull doing their YouTube channel, the Ranger Station, and they're just kind of running down what's been going on. And apparently, military has been trying to blow their way into the Megazords to try to gain control of them. It's just not happening. And Bulk and Skull are like, I guess we might just be fucked. They're really sullen. They're really down. They don't have a whole lot of hope. And then we cut to Black Dragon holding Tommy by. It's funny because he's holding Tommy by the dragon shield, and Tommy does something that he hardly ever did in the show. He disengages the shield and he drops, and you get a glimpse of him without the shield, and it looks really dope. So, and then he puts it back on, and he's like, Jason, you alright? I could use some help. And Jason manages to shoot back, and well, he's like, Jason's still trying to gain control of the Dragon Zord after being knocked away. And then Tommy eventually is like, hey, you're 30 feet tall right now. You can't beat me at my own size. And so Black Dragon's like, you know what? You're right. And he shrinks down and then stomps Tommy. Has a chance to kill him, but that's when Jason finally regains the Dragon Zord, brings it back down, crashes down on Black Dragon, and they take off one of Black Dragon's arms. Tommy grabs it, teleports back into the Dragon Zord, and they fly away. Turns out Alpha 5 is alright. Well, Alpha 5's backup systems are working, so they're talking to Alpha, and he can kind of see. Can't really do much because he doesn't have his body anymore. Tommy has to lay down. They bring the Black Dragon's arm to Trini. Was like, can you start analyzing this? And so they're trying to figure everything out, and we cut to Black Dragon and Rita, and oh god, I forget what his name is. The guy who makes the monsters for Rita. I forget his name. I'll remember it after this video. Finster. There we go. Not even. Finster's making Black Dragon a new arm, and Rita's like, oh, what the hell was that? You had him dead to rights. Why didn't you kill him? Black Dragon's like, he will die, and he'll be at full power when I do it. And she's just kind of like, well, you better finish him off. And he's like, I definitely will. And we cut to Billy and Goldar having a nice little conversation. Well, Goldar just ignoring Billy, and Billy like, hey, so you're a prisoner, I'm a prisoner. Rita kind of doesn't like either one of us, and Goldar holds this notion that Rita will bring him back out of his cell. And he's really kind of like, I really hope she brings me back out. So, and then Zach comes over and pretty much just apologizes to Tommy, because Zach's been a total dick to Tommy since he joined the team. So Zach apologizes. It's a really nice little moment between the two of them. And I guess in the show it'd be where they started being more friends, they're friendlier. And then it hits Tommy that Black Dragon disrupted the Morphin grid from everyone else, but he's still a Ranger, so his Morphin grid works on a different wavelength. So he's like, well, how about this? You guys tap into my Morphin grid using... We take his arm, we do to his arm what he did to Billy's power coin to disrupt it, and we kind of undo it, and you guys piggyback off my power. And they're like, well, that would work, yeah, but you won't have any power. You won't have any powers. And he's like, well, I can't fight him by myself, and we have a better chance of there's a better chance of the 4 of you being able to fight him than just the 1 of me. So they morph, and they all become Green Ranger versions of themselves. It's really cool. It's really dope. They're all still like their, Mastodon, Saber-tooth Tiger, Pterodactyl, and Tyrannosaurus, but they're all green. And that's where that story ends. And we cut to the Bulk and Skull thing, and Bulk is still upset about his sandwich being taken off the menu. So they convince Lieutenant Stone to let them go on strike to try to get the Bulk back on the menu. And they managed to stop an armed robbery. Or, not an armed robbery, but they managed to stop a robbery. Like, this guy was in the store while they're protesting, robbing the place, gets a sack of money, runs out, and Bulk, stops him and goes, did they have the Bulk back on the menu? And the robber's like, oh my god, dude, get away from me, what the hell? And Bulk's like, did they have it? And the guy's like, ah, and just drops the money and runs right into Lieutenant Stone, and he gets arrested right then and there. It was really ridiculous, and Lieutenant Stone's like, well, you know what? Since you guys managed to stop a robbery, your community service is done, and Bulk just, being an idiot, it's like, well, that was the plan the whole time. We were actually upset about a sandwich not being on the menu. We wanted to stop this robber. So, the adventures of Bulk and Skull there. So, I will catch you guys later, and you guys have a happy Halloween. Peace out.